do you also use IndiaMart to get more leads for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to notify team on Slack channel for IndiaMart leads. So I manage a wholesale business and we use IndiaMart to get more leads for our business and also to sell our products online. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMart account, I want to notify my team on Slack about the same. So to do this, we're going to create a connection between IndiaMart and Slack. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know that in this video we're going to understand how to notify a team on Slack channel for IndiaMart leads. So as you know that I manage a wholesale business that relies on IndiaMart for lead generation. And as I mentioned in my introduction, I want to set up an automation where what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMart account, I want to notify my team on Slack about the new lead received so that they can follow up quickly and efficiently. Each Slack message includes the key details such as the client name, email and phone number. This setup helps us to streamline our response process. But as you know that IndiaMart doesn't provide any native connection in order to send Slack messages, notifications or alerts. So in order to create a connection between our IndiaMart account and our Slack channel, we're going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation and integration software. And in order to create this connection, I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in right over here, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, right? Which is IndiaMart and Slack. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we're going to click on this button in the top right corner, which is create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here, I want to save the workflow in this folder, which is automations. And on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you wish to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. But right now I'm going to save my workflow in this folder, and now I'm going to select the workflow name as how to notify team on Slack channel for IndiaMart leads, IndiaMart to Slack, and then we're going to click on create. And as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as IndiaMart because I want that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMart account, automatically my workflow should be triggered or started. So I'm going to search for IndiaMart and then we're going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here I want that as soon as a new lead is received, my workflow should be started. So I'm going to select the trigger event as new lead. And as I'm going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. Okay. So in order to create a connection between IndiaMart account and our Pabbly's workflow, we are going to use this webhook URL. So what we are going to do is first we are going to copy this webhook URL and then we're going to follow these steps. And it is saying log into your IndiaMart account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab, go to import export leads from the three dots and then click on I am leads push API. So as I'm going to follow the same, I'm going to put my IndiaMart account right from here, and as you can see that this is my IndiaMart account. And now from the left side of the bar we have to go on this lead manager, and after coming on this lead manager we have to go on this three dots which says menu and then import export leads, and then we have to go on this push API. And as soon as we're going to open this push API integration, it is asking me to select the source. So as you can see that in the help text it is saying choose other in the select source option. So yes, we're going to follow the same. I'm going to select my source as other right over here, and as I'm going to select the source, it is asking for the CRM platform name and the webhook listener URL. So here again in the help text, it is saying enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. So we are going to follow the same. For the CRM platform name, we are going to keep it as Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me for the webhook listener URL. So I'm going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow, which is the webhook URL. Okay. And after doing all of this, we're going to click on save details. And as soon as we're going to click on save details, yes, over here you can see that it is asking me for the reason. Why do I wish to send my IndiaMart leads to any other application? So over here you can select any reason of your own. I'm going to select the reason as I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance. And then we're going to click on this button which says click to generate OTP. And now it has successfully sent me OTP. So I'm going to enter the OTP right over here. And after entering the OTP, we're going to click on submit. And as soon as we're going to click on submit, yes, you can see integration live. So yes, with this, we have successfully connected our IndiaMart account with our Pabbly's workflow. But right now it is saying waiting for a webhook response. And in the notes, it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission and record. So what we are going to do is I'm going to open my CRM push API again, and we are going to test this webhook once. Okay, for that we are going to click on this button which says test your webhook listener URL, and over here you can see test. So I'm going to click on this button right over here, and as soon as we're going to click on this test, it is giving me a curl request header, and as soon as we're going to receive this curl request header, with this we have successfully tested our URL. Okay, so it is saying that it has successfully sent the details which is this to our workflow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for the same details or not. So I'm going to open my workflow, and yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured response A right over here. You can see all the details which we have captured. You can see the subject which we have received. You can see the sender's state. You can see the sender's pin code. You can see the sender's phone. You can see the sender's name, sender's alternative mobile number. Over here you can see the sender's mobile number. We are going to move on forward. Over here you can see the sender's email too. We are going to move on forward. Over here you can see the sender's company, city, address, and many another details. And over here you can see the query message too, which is I want to purchase empty mineral water bottles. Kindly send me the price and the another details. So yes, you can see that we have successfully received this response, and upon receiving this response, we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have also tested it once. So now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead or a new inquiry is submitted in my IndiaMart account, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. And now we're going to move into the action step. So what I want is I want to notify my team on Slack about the new IndiaMart lead, right? So for that, I'm going to select my action application as Slack right over here. So I'm going to search for Slack, and then we're going to select it. And now it is asking me for the action event. So here for the action event, I'm going to select it as send channel message, and then we're going to click on this button that says connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Slack account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then you have to click on this button which says connect with Slack. So yes, I'm going to click on this button, and now it is asking me for the token type. And to let you know about the token type, we are going to click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. So I'm going to open this in a new tab, and as I was going to open this, it will redirect us to the forum window. And over here you're going to get the basic difference between the token type, which is user and bot. So you can read it right from here and select one of your desired. I'm going to select my token type as bot right over here, and then we're going to click on save. And as soon as we're going to click on save right over here, it is going to ask me for some permissions. So yes, I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we're going to click on allow right over here, yes, you can see authorization successful. With this, we have successfully connected our Slack account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the channel. So over here it is saying me the channel which I want to send the message in, right? So here for me, the channel name is new lead alert. So I'm going to select the same channel. You have to select your desired channel in which you want to send the messages. I'm going to select it as new lead alerts right from here. And now it is asking me for the message I want to send into the channel. So as you can see that I want to send a message something like this. Okay, so I'm going to enter the message right over here. So as you can see that this is the message I want to send to my Slack channel, but you must notice that I haven't entered the lead details right over here, like the name, email, phone, and the interested products. So yes, I'm going to enter these details one by one right over here, but we are not going to enter it manually, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping, right? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected IndiaMart as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application information only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here, I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the name, right? So let's suppose we're going to enter the name right over here of our lead. Suppose we are going to enter it like this manually by typing it. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if you're going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to look for name in the previous response, and as you can see, the name of the sender, which is Prabhat. So let's suppose that we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So like we map the name, we're going to map the email too. So I'm going to look for email in the previous response, and as you can see, the email, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. We're going to map the phone number too. I'm going to look for phone in the previous response, and as you can see, the sender's phone, so we're going to map it. And now it is asking for the interested product. So yes, we're going to map the same. I'm going to look for requirement right over here, and as you can see, requirement for empty mineral water bottle. So yes, we're going to map it. And now further it is saying, please follow up to provide the product details and pricing information. So as you can see that we have successfully entered the message, and now we are going to move on forward. And over here you can see that it is asking me for many another details. So if you wish, you can definitely enter all of these details, but I don't wish to add so directly. I'm going to click on this button which is save and send test request, and also these details are not the required too, so you can also leave it as blank. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request right over here, and as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have sent an automated message to our Slack channel informing them about the new lead received. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Slack and check for the new message sent. So I'm going to put my Slack channel, and yes, you can see the new message has been sent. You can see the name, email, phone, interested products, and the whole message which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMart account, automatically my team on Slack would be notified without any manual efforts. This workflow will run in backend. So yes, I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected IndiaMart. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected Slack, and then for the action event, we selected send channel message, because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMart account, I wanted to notify my team on Slack. And yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over here you can see the Slack message we sent during this video with the help of our workflow. So this setup helps us to streamline our response process, enabling the team to address client needs effectively, prioritize high value leads, and ultimately improve our chances of securing new business. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.